talk a little Tyreek Hill because I've stirred it up a little bit. Unfortunately, for some of you out there, some of you still think, again, this is a guess by me. This is not me hoping it happens. Obviously not. And so some of you get butthurt, and listen, I get it. Some of you are, a lot of you are fans, so you can't be really objective about this. And so, and I've heard people talk about it and say, "Oh, it was no big deal." Yeah, it is a big deal. See, the problem is, and why I think there could be a game suspension, and that's my guess. Okay, I hope I'm wrong. I hope he doesn't get a game suspension, but I think Tyreek gets a game suspension from all of this. I really do. One, he has the past. He has 2 incidents in the past. Okay, and now he's got this incident. And while the hit on the back of the neck wasn't that bad, it wasn't that bad because his buddy slowed him down. But here's the part that everybody keeps overlooking and nobody says anything. And I understand the Dolph fan not saying anything because you're fans, you're fanatical, you have no objectivity whatsoever. So you're just hoping he doesn't get suspended. So you try to justify it however you want. Oh, that's no big deal. Oh, that's not, oh, nothing's up. No, it is a big deal because what it shows is he has an anger issue. Whether you want to admit it or not, Tyreek Hill has an anger issue. He had the anger issue before he got here with a couple of incidents before that. How many times did you go hit somebody in a marina or something like that? We don't do that. We don't go hit strangers that are telling us not to do something. We don't go hitting them. That's an anger issue. And then he needs 6 people to restrain him from going back after the old man. And that's where a lot of you as Dolphins fans, you have no objectivity. And this is why most of you can never do this job. Because you'll be fans sitting there. But if you're the NFL office and you're looking at it from that lens, I can see them going, yeah, those people saved it from being even worse. Yeah, we need to send him a message that this shit cannot go on because you represent a team. You're representing a city, a franchise. You got to set the example. And you're not setting an example there. And he was very volatile there. If there's nobody to restrain him, what happens? What happens? What happens? How bad is that hit if his buddy is not holding him back? And then what happens on the second go around if the 6 people aren't involved in trying to stop him again? That's the problem with some of you out there. I get it, dude. You're fans. And you don't want it to happen. Neither do I. But I can't do this show the right way. Okay? I can be a fan if you want. There's lots of people that do YouTube shows and they're just fans. That's fine. That's not what I do here. Yeah, I'm a fan. I love the Dolphins. I want them to win, but I got to call it objectively. And that's a disturbing video. So as a fan, you don't look at it as anything. As a guy, you're like, oh, dude, what's a little slap on the back of the neck? Problem is, who's doing the slapping? Who are they representing? And that's the problem. And then what history do you have? So if the NFL couldn't punish him the last time he had a domestic incident because it was before he got drafted, on a technicality they couldn't go after him. Now what do? They say, well, wait a minute, this guy's had some anger issues in the past. Now he did it again. If we don't do anything, and forget the legal stuff. People can buy their way out of all of that. You and I can't because we're working stiffs. But people like Tyreek are going to be able to buy their way out of a lot of problems. So the legal part doesn't matter because he bought his way out of it. But now the NFL part, this is why I'm afraid that they'll give him 1 game. Because of the anger he showed. and the restraint needed from it not becoming worse. And that's where I think the NFL may lay a game on Tyreek Hill. Okay? That's all. I'm not telling you that it's guaranteed going to happen or I'm reporting it or anything, but just a guess. I would not be surprised. I would not be shocked at all if they give him a game just to kind of send a message. Like, yo, this cannot happen. You cannot have this kind of behavior. And it could have gotten a lot worse if it wasn't for the people around you. So to me, that's how I interpret this Tyreek Hill situation. We'll see how the NFL looks at it. That'll be the key. Doesn't matter what I think. Doesn't matter what you think. It only matters what the inconsistent Roger Goodell thinks.
This is the